These are the most expensive places to live in the Kansas City metro, and honestly, a few of them surprised me. I sorted through the data for every city in the Kansas City metro with a population over 10,000 people to find the most expensive places to live right now. In this video, I'm going to break down the top 10, starting from the least expensive and working our way up to the #1 most expensive city in the metro. We'll cover the median sales price, average sales price, and drill down on some of the most popular and prestigious neighborhoods in each area. And be sure to stick around because at the end, I've got a bonus suburb that didn't make the list due to a smaller population size, but has the highest home prices in the entire metro. You'll definitely want to see it. Now, before we get into it, if you're thinking about buying, selling, or relocating to Kansas City, grab one of our free guides down in the description. They're packed with local insights and neighborhood breakdowns to help you make a smart move in this market. Kicking things off at number 10 is Smithville, a small but growing suburb just north of Kansas City with a population of just over 10,000 people. What really sets it apart is Smithville Lake. If you love boating, fishing, hiking, or just being outside, it's hard to beat. It's one of the few places in the metro where lake life is part of the everyday life without being an hour outside of the city. And it doesn't break the bank. The median home price here is $352,500, but the average jumps up to over $409,000, which usually means you've got some higher end homes pulling that number up, especially near the lake. Popular neighborhoods here include Harborview and Grayhawk, where you'll find newer homes with quick access to the water, parks, and trail systems. And if you're looking for space, there are also some larger lot and acreage options just outside of town. Now, Smithville definitely leans more rural than some of the other suburbs on this list, but that's part of the charm. It's great for anyone wanting a slower pace, more nature, and still within 30 to 40 minutes of downtown Kansas City. At number 9, we've got Gardner, a southwest suburb of Kansas City that's just over 23,000 residents. Fun fact, I actually lived in Gardner for a couple of years back in elementary school, and I can tell you it's changed a lot. What used to feel like a quiet town on the edge of the metro has grown into a legit suburb with new neighborhoods, schools, and retail going up all over the place. The median sales price is $361,490 with an average of just over $422,000, making Gardner one of the more affordable options on the Johnson County side, especially compared to Lenexa or Olathe just up the road. You'll find a ton of new construction, especially in neighborhoods like Cedar Niles, Genesis Creek, and Prairie Trace. These areas offer modern homes, community amenities, and easy access to I-35 for commuters heading into the city. Now, Gardner still hangs on to a bit of that small town feel, but it's growing fast. And for buyers looking for space, solid schools, and newer homes without breaking the bank, it's definitely worth a look. Coming in at number 8 is Lee Summit, a fast-growing suburb on the Missouri side with a population of just over 101,000 people. This is an area we've helped several of you move to, and it's easy to see the appeal. Lee Summit offers a great balance of suburban living and small-town charm with a thriving historic downtown, strong schools, and a ton of access to nature. One of the biggest lifestyle draws here is all the lakes. Longview Lake, Blue Springs Lake, and Lake Jacomo are all nearby, and there are several neighborhoods that offer lakefront living or easy access to the water like Raintree or Lakewood. The median sales price is right around $400,000 with an average of $446,000, which gives you a pretty good picture of the overall value. You'll find everything from mid-range single-family homes to new construction with upgraded finishes. There's also a ton of development happening in Lee Summit, from new retail and restaurants to residential communities. It's growing but still feels tight-knit, and it's a great option for anyone looking to be a little further out without sacrificing amenities. And if you want to take a deeper dive into Lee Summit, we actually did a full video on the area. I'll link it down below. At number 7, we have Shaunie, a Kansas suburb with over 67,000 residents. It's our second stop in Johnson County following Gardner, and it's easy to see why so many people are planting roots here. Shaunie sits in the Shawnee Mission School District and offers a nice mix of long-established neighborhoods, newer developments, and great access to parks and trails. One of the biggest draws here is Shawnee Mission Park, a massive 1,600-acre outdoor space with a lake, miles of trails, and one of the best off-leash dog parks in the entire metro. If you like your suburbs with a little side of fresh air, Shaunie delivers. The median sales price here is $420,000 and the average jumps to $490,000 thanks to a combination of new construction and some higher end custom homes. Neighborhood-wise, you've got solid options like Greens of Chapel Creek and Monticello Farms for newer builds, but if you're after something with more personality, check out Black Swan Lake, a private lake community with a mix of mid-century gyms and ranch-style homes that are hard to find and even harder to forget. Whether you're raising a family or just want a quieter spot with easy access to the city, Shaunie continues to be one of the most in-demand places to live in the metro. And real quick, if you already live in the Kansas City area and you're wondering what your home might be worth in today's market, hit the link in the description below and we'll send you a personalized home value report. Next up is Olathe, the biggest city on our list so far with a population of 141,000 and one of the fastest growing suburbs in the entire metro. It's located just northeast of Gardner and about a 30-minute drive to downtown Kansas City, and it offers a little bit of everything. Highly rated schools, tons of parks and trails, and a strong mix of established neighborhoods and newer communities. Now this one's a little personal for me because I actually went to high school at Olathe East, so I've seen the transformation firsthand. And right now, Old Town Olathe is getting a major glow up. New spots like Char Bar and Pizza 51, plus the County Square Commons project are bringing fresh energy to the area's historic core. Now, the median sales price here is $432,000 with an average of $476,000, a range that reflects everything from entry-level split levels to brand new construction pushing well into the 700s. If you're exploring neighborhoods, Cedar Creek is a top-tier master plan community with golf course views and lake access. On the more affordable side, Ridgeview Falls and Prairie Farms are great options for newer homes with modern finishes and neighborhood amenities. Now, this next one surprised me a little bit. Coming in at number 5 is CARNEY, a rural suburb northeast of Liberty with a population of just over 10,000. CARNEY doesn't usually get the same buzz as some of the bigger suburbs, but it's quietly becoming one of the pricier areas in the metro. The median sales price is $437,000 with an average of $487,000, which puts it ahead of places like Lee Summit and even Olathe. So what's driving all that? Well, a few things. First, CARNEY's schools are highly rated, which always helps property values. Second, it's become a bit of a sweet spot for buyers looking for newer homes on larger lots without pushing all the way out into the countryside. You'll see a lot of new construction here, which contributes to the higher median sales price, especially in neighborhoods like Merrimack and the Meadows at Greenfield, where builders are offering more square footage, updated designs, and quiet suburban streets. CARNEY still has a rural feel, and that's part of the appeal. You've got open space, strong schools, and a little more breathing room, all within a 30 to 40 minute drive of downtown Kansas City. Now, the biggest surprise to me about our number 4 is that it wasn't higher on the list. Overland Park is the second largest city in the state of Kansas and by far the biggest suburb in the Kansas City metro with nearly 200,000 residents. It's also one of the most well-known, regularly ranked as one of the best places to live in the entire country. The median sales price is $486,000 with an average of $562,000, which makes sense when you consider the range of homes here. From starter townhomes to $1 million plus properties in neighborhoods like Mills Farm, Lionsgate, and Wilshire by the Lake, OP really has something for everyone. One of the biggest reasons prices stay strong here is the Blue Valley School District, which is consistently ranked one of the top in not only the state of Kansas, but nationally. But it's more than just the schools. The city has incredible parks, trails, shopping, dining, and a steady stream of development, especially out south around the Blue Hawk development. It's easily one of the most well-rounded places to live in the entire metro, and honestly, I expected it to be in the top 3. Speaking of top 3, we'll get to that in a minute, but if you are looking for the top new construction neighborhoods in Kansas City, I actually did a video on that too. You can find that link down in the description. All right, coming in at number 3 is Prairie Village, one of the most sought after and densely populated suburbs in the Kansas City metro. With a population of 23,000 packed into 6 square miles, Prairie Village is known for its mature trees, walkable streets, and close-knit neighborhood feel. It sits just south of the plaza and borders Brookside and Waldo, which makes it super convenient for anyone that wants suburban living without giving up proximity to the city. The median sales price here is $495,000, but the average is a whopping $640,000, which tells you that while there are some smaller starter homes, There's also a lot of high-end, fully renovated properties driving that number up. Popular neighborhoods include Corinth Hills and one of my personal favorites, Town and Country Estates. Plus, the areas surrounding the shops at Prairie Village and Corinth Square, where charming Cape Cods and ranches sit next to massive custom rebuilds, are super popular. It's also in the Shawnee Mission East boundary, which is one of the top performing public high schools in the area. And because Prairie Village is mostly built out, it's not expanding outward like some of the newer suburbs, meaning demand is high and inventory is tight. This is one of those places where real estate holds its value really, really well. And if you want that classic Johnson County charm with a high walkability score, Prairie Village delivers. All right, now number 2, I'll be honest, seeing Lenexa in this spot kind of shocked me. With a population of just over 57,000, Lenexa has always been one of those solid under the radar suburbs, but lately it's been stepping into the spotlight and prices reflect that. The median sales price is $524,000 with an average of $566,000, and a big part of that jump is due to the sheer volume of new construction, especially around Lenexa City Center, which has become a destination of its own with restaurants, shops, apartments, and office space all within one walkable area. But here's the thing, even though Lenexa is one of the most expensive places to buy right now, it still feels like one of the best values in Johnson County. You get strong schools, an incredible parks and trail system, and a community that's investing in thoughtful long-term growth. Popular neighborhoods include Canyon Creek and Watercrest Landing, where new homes can come with all the bells and whistles. You'll also find established areas near Sarco Par Trails Park that offer more mature trees and a little more space between neighbors. Lenexa has quietly become one of the most livable cities in the metro, and if you're thinking of long-term, it's definitely one to watch. Topping the list at number 1 is Leewood, and honestly, this one is no surprise. With a population of just under 34,000, Leewood has long been one of the most prestigious suburbs in the Kansas City metro. It's home to some of the highest property values, best schools, and most exclusive neighborhoods. The median sales price comes in at $740,000 and the average, a jaw-dropping $901,000. You've got Blue Valley and Shawnee Mission schools depending on what part of the city, and some of the most desirable neighborhoods in the metro like Hallbrook, which is a private golf course community with million-dollar estates and manicured landscaping. We actually helped one of our clients move there, and the house was spectacular. Other high-end spots include Bisham Reserve and the homes along Tomahawk Creek, where architectural detail and lot size set these homes apart. Leewood also wins on lifestyle, with top-tier restaurants, boutique shopping at Town Center and Park Place, and quick access to both State Line and 435. And yep, this is also where Travis Kelce lives, just in case you needed one more reason why Leewood tops the list. Okay, we can't wrap this up without giving a nod to Mission Hills. It's technically not in the top 10 by population, just over 3,500 people live here, but in terms of price, it blows every other suburb out of the water. The median sales price is $1.67 million, and the average is a jaw-dropping $1.85 million. Mission Hills is where Kansas City's most iconic homes, historic estates, manicured lawns, private golf clubs. It's the kind of place that feels more like a private enclave than an actual suburb. If you've ever driven through and wondered what neighborhood that was with the ivy-covered mansions and tree-lined streets, it's probably Mission Hills. So there you have it, the most popular and priciest suburbs in the Kansas City metro right now. Whether you're moving here, eyeing a move to Leewood, or just curious what homes are selling for in Gardner, or thinking maybe it's finally time to cash in on your equity, we'd love to help. If you're buying, selling, relocating, go and grab one of our free guides linked in the description below. And if you're wondering what your home is worth, you can find the home valuation tool down below as well. And as always, if you've got questions or want to connect directly, just shoot us an email at info@movingtokc.net. You can check out that new construction community video here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.